2016 Tournament of Champions is officially underway. We've already had a slam dunk contest and a three-point shootout. And now we get to the quarterfinals. We'll have two games here broadcast for you. The first one will feature the host school as the Fresnos Falcons are going to be taking on the Round Rock Dragons. This quarterfinal matchup coming to you, scheduled to tip off at 3 o'clock. We're right on schedule as far as time goes on the clock. The officials are already on hand, so I think we're going to be on the money as far as the tip-off for this one goes. We'll follow this game up with the Nicky Rowe Warriors as they take on Euless Trinity. And that'll wrap up quarterfinal action. We'll have the two semifinal games tomorrow beginning at 10 o'clock in the morning here, 10 and 11 o'clock, and then we'll have the consolation championship game, the third place game, and the eventual championship tip-off is scheduled for 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. But again, we're on an afternoon pace, and we're on the quarterfinals. First game will be the Falcons and the Dragons. The Round Rock against Los Fresnos. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back with more after this.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Thanks for watching Rio Sports Live.
Rio Sports Live, number one.
There's a guy in the showroom that says he wants to trade in his ride.
And? Oh. Write him up.
Santa traded in his sleigh at Hacienda Ford, but he left all his presents in it. Now, Hacienda Ford is giving away all those presents to less fortunate families here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Robert Bella.
Back here on our pregame show here on Rio Sports Live, the two teams meet with the captains out in the center circle as the Round Rock Dragons will be in the dark uniforms. They'll be the visitors on the scoreboard today. And the Los Fresnos Falcons will be in the white uniforms with the maroon trim and the gold lettering. 3:49 on the clock as we're getting set for the opening tip-off of this. Appreciate you joining in wherever you may be watching this game from. Those watching on our social media platforms, start with Facebook. If you're on Facebook, please share the link. That helps get the word out to other fans who may not know this game is going on. If you've already shared the link, we'll be sure you follow and like our page. Help us get our numbers up so that our advertisers who are helping fund this can see that the numbers continue to grow on Rio Sports Live. If you're watching on our Facebook, I also encourage you to go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe there. Our YouTube and our Roku channel is eventually where all of our games will be 100% exclusivity along with the website. But our Roku channel is what we're building. If you're looking for the Roku channel on your television on a big screen device, well then what you do is go to Roku and download the VTX1 app. That's VTX1 cable out of Raymondville, Texas. They're assisting us with the Roku channel. Once you have the VTX1 app loaded on Roku, then Rio Sports Live is right there. It's channel number 2. Watching on our YouTube, again, subscribe to our YouTube channel and sit back and enjoy the broadcast as we get set for the Falcons and the Dragons. Los Fresnos takes on Round Rock. Opening tip-off coming up soon. Live coverage of high school sports coming your way on Rio Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are in the final moments of the holding pattern here, getting set for the opening tip-off between the Round Rock Dragons and the Los Fresnos Falcons. Both teams making their way over to the benches. Falcons again will be in the white uniforms with the maroon trim and the gold lettering. And the Round Rock Dragons will be in the black uniforms with the white trim, white lettering that is, red trim. We are set to go with the first quarterfinal game here of this session. Reminding you the semifinals tip off here on the main gym floor. We're at the Dome at United Middle School in Los Fresnos, Texas. If you're coming down 100, you make your first right at the light. The Dome will be about a mile on your right-hand side if you're coming in from 100 off of Highway 77. Falcons, Ricky Altamirano stands in the center circle, and across from him stands Larson Featherstone. And away we go for the opening tip-off of this one. Tip is controlled by the Falcons in the front court. Martinez, that is, backs away. Open three. Jerry Martinez on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound is tipped out and kicked out of bounds. Touched last by the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Round Rock basketball. The Dragons will have it for a first time. Seth Ford in the game. Gets it into Braden Miller. Miller brings it front side between the two circles. Takes a look at the defense. Spins it right side. A quick three by Reese Miller. Bang! Reese Miller from way downtown splashes it home. Ball in the hands of the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Outside it goes to Elian Gonzalez. Gonzalez left open, takes it off the dribble. Backs away, pulls the trigger on a three. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound by the Dragons, and they'll bring it front side. Jalen Brooks in the ball game. Takes it coast to coast, flips it out for the open three, and that's off the mark, no good. Missed by Seth Ford. Rebound by the Falcons of Los Fresnos. And they'll bring it across. Falcons trailing early here. A minute gone here in the first quarter. Falcons find a cutter on the right side. That shot's partially blocked. Rebound taken down by the Dragons, and back they come on the other side. Ford off the dribble, takes it inside, tries to finish with the left hand, can't get it to go. Rebound is loose in the paint. Still loose as it goes out of bounds. That's touched last by the Falcons. Falcon basketball out of bounds. Or check that, Dragons lob it inside. Man wide open, misses a shot. Jalen Brooks normally going to easily put that one in. Falcons back on the offensive end looking for their first points. On the dribble, Altamirano takes it into a double team, kicks it out. Spin it out to Luis Gonzalez, who finds Elian Gonzalez. Gonzalez with behind the back dribble, takes it left-hand side, dishes off. Luis Gonzalez laying in. Extra pass led to the easy bucket for Luis Gonzalez. 1 point lead. Dragons with the ball in the lead in the front court. Off the dribble. Spin it right side, that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Braden Miller spotted to Reese Miller out on that right corner. Reese showed that he was a deadly shooter during the three-point shootout earlier today. Dragon basketball, get it inside. That's a shot up and in. Larson Featherstone, he participated in the dunk contest. Puts that in for his first points of the evening. afternoon session, that is. Falcons on the dribble into a double team. That's a foul called. That'll stop play with 5:52 remaining. They'll call it on Reese Miller of the Dragons. That's his first. And it's Falcon basketball out of bounds. Lob it out on high. Kick it in the corner. Baseline runner goes up and off the mark. No good. One and done as a rebound taken down by the Dragons, and they bring it into the front court. Dragons on top 5-2 early out of Round Rock, Texas. Spin it outside to Miller. They quickly guard him this time down. Ball intercepted by Altamirano. Altamirano has the ball, pulls up for a three for the Falcons. Bang! Off the turnover, Ricky Altamirano with a bucket. Ties the game at 5 apiece. Turnover, the first in the game for the Dragons. Reese Miller into a double team. They take it away. Pass it ahead to Altamirano, and he goes for the jam, misses that. Ball taken down by Miller, who trailed the play. Dragons in the front court, on the way inside, lay it up and in. Braden Miller on the finish. 7-5 game. Here come the Falcons in the front court. Handed off to Elian Gonzalez between the circles. Takes it off the dribble, pulls back for a three. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound secured by Jalen Brooks, and here come the Dragons. Brooks goes coast to coast, left side, lay it in. Jalen Brooks on the finish. Timeout on the floor. Dragons lead early by 4, outrunning the Falcons right now. Normally that doesn't happen on their home court. Back after this.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Imagine watching your favorite movie or sporting event on a 100-inch screen, right in the comfort of your living room. See the big picture with great sound. Get a theater installed in your home today for just $29.99. D-Tronics for your auto, home, or business.
Back here after the timeout. Los Fresnos Falcons with the ball down by 4 here in the first quarter of this quarterfinal game of the 2019 Tournament of Champions. Altamirano misses on a three. Rebound taken down by the Dragons, and spinning out of there with it is Braden Miller. Miller hands it off to Jalen Brooks on that right wing. Brooks looking, puts it on the floor. Against Jerry Martinez's defense, beats him off the dribble, kicks it out for the shooter. The open three is on the way and short. Long rebound comes down, tracked down by Larson Featherstone. A new set, this time down for the Dragons. For Featherstone, it's his second board. Layup on the other side results in a foul. And Jerry Martinez will head to the line. Martinez stands at the free throw line for the Falcons of Los Fresnos. 2 shots here, relax on the first, and it's good. 3-point game. If you're just joining us, this is the Round Rock Dragons taking on the Los Fresnos Falcons. Jerry Martinez ready with another. Makes that 2. 2-point game. Dragon basketball in the backcourt. Miller slows the pace for a first time in the game, walks it into the front court. Spins it over in the hands of Seth Ford. Further over to Brooks. Jalen Brooks, that pass deflected and stolen by Altamirano. Another turnover by the Dragons. Falcons trying to capitalize on that. Altamirano takes it coast to coast. Reverse layup, can't get it to go. Another rebound by Featherstone, and here come the Dragons with a 2-point lead. Featherstone with a catch, kicks it out to Miller. Reese Miller lobs it out on top to Jalen Brooks. Brooks backs it outside, flips it in the corner, top of the key it goes. Now they find Brooks in the corner, wide open three. That's off the mark, no good. Featherstone gets a rebound. Another look this time in. Kick it outside and set it up. For Featherstone, that's 4 boards already in the game in the first quarter. On the dribble, Jalen Brooks attacks right-hand side. High off the back of the rim, no good. Featherstone right there, put it up, no good, he got fouled. Featherstone again working the offensive boards for the Dragons of Round Rock. And he'll step to the line, shooting 2. This trip down. 2 points in the game for Featherstone. Misses on the first free throw. Second one coming up for Featherstone. And that's off the mark, no good. Rebound by the Falcons. They'll save it out of bounds though, and it'll be given right back to the Round Rock Dragons. And 4 new players check in for the Dragons on the whistle. Jack Peterson checks in. Riley Yarborough also in the ball game. Jalen Lee. There's 3 new players as Miller stays in and Jalen Brooks also stays in the game. Off the dribble, kicking out, baseline runner, goes up off the glass and in. Braden Miller on the finish. Dragons back up 4. Falcons with the basketball in the front court. Elian Gonzalez backs away, defended by Braden Miller. Looks for a screen, got that. Takes it right left side, finds a man in the corner, open 3, good. Jerry Martinez for 3. Falcons back defensively, Dragons with the ball. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Overhead pass to Jalen Brooks. Brooks spins it to Jack Peterson. Peterson takes a look at the cutters. A lot of movement by this Round Rock team off the ball. Brooks catches, launches a wide open 3, and that's off the mark. High rebound comes down to Riley Yarborough. Another offensive board here in this first quarter by the Dragons. Dragons kick it inside, that's taken away. Turnover gives it back to the Falcons. Chance for them to take the lead. Right side 3, Martinez, bang! Deep 3, Jerry Martinez points off the turnover. Falcons with the lead. Timeout on the court, back after this.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hi, thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back here after the timeout, and the Dragons had to call a timeout. They were beating the Los Fresnos Falcons down early in the game. And that time a turnover led to an open 3. Find themselves down 2. Trying to reset it now. Braden Miller has the ball, gets a screen, gets it to Peterson. Right corner goes to Brooks. Brooks inside pass, nice entry catch. Jalen Lee puts it up, count it, and a foul. Jalen Lee. Tie game as Lee again with a good post and then showed the ability to catch that and maintain his position to free up that shot. Free throw coming up. And that's no good. Free throw's an issue right now by this Dragon team. They're 0 for 3 from the line. There's a 3 launched by Gonzalez, missed by the Falcons. Rebound tracked down on the sideline as it goes out of bounds. It's touched last by Los Fresnos. Minute 6 left here in the first quarter. Dragon basketball as Braden Miller has it. Miller, leading scorer in the game here in the first quarter with 4 points for the Dragons. Plays catch outside with Peterson. They'll try to spread the Falcons out of the zone. Altamirano out there, but in its token, so there's not even a 5-second count going on. Back in the hands of Peterson. A tie game, Dragons content just to watch the clock work down in a tie game here in the first quarter. Miller on the dribble. 30 seconds to go, spins it in the corner to Brooks. Overhead back to Miller. To Peterson, back to Brooks. Good recovery that time by the defense of the Falcons as they had some good movement there to track the ball down. 17 on the clock, everything beyond the arc. This trip down by the Dragons. Outside to Peterson, back in the hands of Miller. Miller attacks now in the lane, hangs in the air, shot it off the rim, no good. Rebound for the Falcons. Outlet pass, quick pass ahead. Gonzalez lays it in. Count it at the buzzer. Falcons on top by 2, 15-13. Second quarter coming up at the quarterfinals. 2019 Tournament of Champions from Los Fresnos continues after this.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
We are the Patriots. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs.
We are back here on Real Sports Live as we head into the second quarter from Los Fresnos in the Tournament of Champions. Dragon basketball, work in the corner. High pass thrown over everybody, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover bug biting this Dragon team. Already in the first half, that's 6 turnovers and counting. Falcon ball, they lead by 2. Elian Gonzalez into a quick double team, gets back out of there. Finds Jerry Martinez. His 3 seemed to spark this team's play in the first quarter after trailing early. Martinez with a catch there in traffic. Backs it back out, launches a deep 3, and that's good! Jerry Martinez, bingo! Way outside off the dribble for Martinez. He's got 11 points in the game. 5-point lead for the Falcons. Outside for the Dragons. Wide open 3 on the other side. That's short. Rebound tipped out. Gonzalez tight ropes the sideline. Has it. Nice behind the back dribble. Spins it in the corner. Find a trailer. Altamirano makes a step. Takes it back outside. They had numbers. They just didn't finish that time down. Altamirano gets it into Gonzalez. Kicks it out. Aldriguetti with the ball. Gets it back over. Spin it back to Aldriguetti. Top of the key. Working to Gonzalez. Elian Gonzalez slows the base. Kicks it to Luis Gonzalez. Spins it back for a 3 for Elian. That's good. May not have been the exact way they wanted to score that trip down, but the Falcons will take that 3. 6-0 run to start this second quarter on the strength of 2 beyond the arc. Ball in the hands of the Dragons. In the paint with a jump stop. Kick it out for the open shooter in the corner. That's good. Made by Riley Yarborough. Cuts the lead back to 5. Falcon basketball. Altamirano hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez spreads the floor. Given plenty of room by Jack Peterson. Hands it off to Martinez. Gets it back on the baseline. Cuts through. Missed a shot. Luis Gonzalez gets a rebound. Finds Altamirano for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound for the Dragons, and back they come. Dragons on the offensive end. Working off the dribble. Spin it in the right side for a 3. Good look. Bingo. Andrew O'Neal for 3. Back in transition. Missed a layup. Rebound Altamirano. Put it up and in. They beat him down in transition. Altamirano trailing the play. Got the offensive stick back. Couple of minutes gone here in the second quarter. Off the drive. That goes in for Braden Miller. Miller's got 6. Falcons back with the ball. Martinez veers left side. Spins it overhead to Altamirano. Puts it on the floor. Takes it right side. Beats his man. Lays it in. Altamirano off the dribble that time. For the Falcons of Los Fresnos, he's got 7. The lead back to 4 for Los Fresnos. They led by 2 after a quarter at 15-13. Nice ball fake that time. Leads to another open 3. Top of the key. Good. Assist Jalen Lee. 3 Andrew O'Neal. The lead is down to 1. Elian Gonzalez on a crossover. Dips it in the paint to Gonzalez. Luis Gonzalez got fouled, and he'll get to the line. Share the link on our Facebook if you will, my friends. Please help us get the numbers up. and also let the fans out there know that these games are actually going on. A lot of cases, it's still a mystery to fans that our broadcast exists. Luis Gonzalez, 2 points in the game, 2 shots here, first one good. 2-point lead, substitutions in the game. 3 new players back in as Reese Miller returns for the Dragons. Davion Finch also checks in the game, and let's see who the other player was. Seth Ford returns. Andrew O'Neal stays in the game, and Jack Peterson in there for the Dragons. Second free throw, Luis Gonzalez is good, and the Falcons extend the lead back to 3. Dragon basketball. Once they took care of the ball, this thing became a back and forth affair. Ball poked out of the hands, now recovered, now stolen. Elian Gonzalez takes it left-hand side, hangs in the air, shot it and made it. Elian Gonzalez off the steal, off the basket. 5-point lead for the Falcons. Back in the front court. Dragons on the offensive end. Davion Finch takes it off the dribble against Gonzalez. Got in the paint, had it stripped away. Loose ball, he dives to the ground, tips it off a Falcon, and it'll stay here. Reese Miller ready to check back in the game for the Dragons. He'll replace Riley Yarborough. So now the Dragons will go with a shorter look. All kinds of shooters on the floor right now for either team. Pass in the backcourt, here's Finch trying to settle it down against Gonzalez. Picked up a screen on the perimeter. They find Reese Miller. They quickly guard him. Outside it goes to Davion Finch. Lobs it inside. That's thrown away. Jack Peterson was posting up, but there's a difference when Peterson's posting up and a Larson Featherstone, who earlier in the game was able to hold his ground. Also Riley Yarborough, another one of the bigs for the Round Rock Dragons. When they're in there, you have the luxury of lobbing that high. Off the turnover, Falcons with the ball in a 5-point game. They're working outside. Elian Gonzalez catches, nice catch that time. Finds Luis Gonzalez in the corner. Outside it goes to Jerry Martinez, another 3, made another! Jerry Martinez, anything he releases is finding the bottom of the net. He's got 14. The lead is up to 8. On the drive for the Dragons, right side, tough shot, short, missed by Swires. Rebound by the Dragons, or Falcons, and that's out of bounds on the sideline. Good hustle that time, though, by Cameron Rivera for Los Fresnos. Dragon basketball, they've been outscored 17-11 here in the second quarter. That pass is stolen. Easy pickings. Altamirano lays it in. Lead goes to double digits for Los Fresnos. Round Rock back with the basketball. Trent Swires brings it up. Has it, handles it with the left hand. A bump and a foul called on top on Elian Gonzalez. Substitution as Swires checks out of the game. Braden Miller returns for the Dragons. They'll throw it in the backcourt for Miller to track it down. Brings it up. Finds Ford. Andrew O'Neal looks, top of the key. Braden Miller catches there. Back to Ford. Ford spins it inside, kick it outside. Now a baseline runner. Miller in traffic, off the glass, short. Rebound tipped up and in, made by Jack Peterson. Peterson with a stick back. Takes the lead back to single digits. Elian Gonzalez, step back 3 in the corner. That's good. Wow. All kinds of shots falling right now for the Los Fresnos Falcons. Gonzalez now in double figures. He joins Jerry Martinez in that department. The lead is 11. Off the dribble, this is Reese Miller. Takes the bump, got fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. We're looking at Cameron Rivera. From the arc, Falcons have made 7 here in the first half, shooting 7 of 13, 54%. On the flip side, it's not so bad for the Dragons. It's 4 of 9 beyond the arc. That's 44%. It's the turnovers by the Dragons that has really made the difference in this game. Already in this game, double digits in that category. 2 free throws for Miller. Falcons back with the ball. Up by 9. Pass over to Elian Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds Altamirano. Back to Gonzalez. They'll play catch on the perimeter. Under 2 left here in the first half. Gonzalez to Altamirano between the circles. Falcons content now, up 9. Jerry Martinez, that pass deflected and stolen. Off the turnover, Dragons will try to capitalize and edge back into this game. Deep 3 on the way, good look, it's off the mark, no good. Offensive board right there, put it up and in. Seth Ford on a stick back. Back come the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Outside to Elian Gonzalez, beats his man off the dribble, gets it in the corner. This is Jerry Martinez, went to the baseline and got fouled. That'll stop play with 1:17 left here in the first half. Falcons have scored 22 here in the second quarter after opening up with 15 in the first quarter. Lead by 7. Aldriguetti with a catch, brings it outside. Finds Elian Gonzalez, overhead pass to Altamirano. Brings out the defense to guard him, puts it on the floor with near a minute left here in the first half. Has it poked away and a steal, and a foul will be called on Altamirano. Braden Miller on the gamble, got the steal, and then the bump. 1:03 left here in the half. Dragon basketball as Miller brings it across. He and Andrew O'Neal with 6 points apiece lead the way for the Dragons in scoring. Here's Reese Miller off the dribble in the paint, floats it up, short. Rebound tipped out. Aldriguetti tracks that down for the Falcons. They may go for one shot here. We'll take a look. They'll slow the pace at the very least. Jerry Martinez catches. Looks up at the clock. Near the 30-second mark here in the first half of play. It's a mere flip to what happened to close out the first quarter, in which the Dragons held the ball for the final 45 seconds before turning it over in what eventually turned to a layup that gave the Los Fresnos Falcons a lead after the first 8 minutes of play. Here's Martinez on the dribble. Takes it, that's taken away. Here comes Braden Miller. Miller, 3, 2, 1, off the mark, no good, and that's the end of the first half. In the first half, 2 players in double figures for the Los Fresnos Falcons. Jerry Martinez leads the way with 14. Elian Gonzalez has 10. The Falcons lead by 7. Quarterfinals continue from the 2019 Tournament of Champions, Los Fresnos and Round Rock. I'm Joe Bowling. We'll be back with more after this.
With us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Right now at D-Tronics, you can get this Kenwood multimedia player that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for just $10 a week. Low weekly payments at D-Tronics. D-Tronics for your auto, home, or business.
D-Tronics. Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
We are back here at halftime in Los Fresnos, Texas. We're at the Dome at United Middle School as the Tournament of Champions 2019 plays out. You see Euless Trinity out there taking some warm-ups right now. Last year's champion in this tournament. On the other side of the court, the Nicky Rowe Warriors are going through their warm-up session. We're at 8:31 left here in the halftime break between the Los Fresnos Falcons and the Round Rock Dragons. In the first half for the Falcons, it was just 4 players scoring. 2 of those, though, in double figures as Jerry Martinez leads away with 14 points. Elian Gonzalez had 10. Ricky Altamirano right behind them. Altamirano with 9. Luis Gonzalez finished the first half with 4. On the visiting side for the Round Rock Dragons, much more spaced as far as the number of players engaged in scoring points. Braden Miller leads the way with Andrew O'Neal, 6 apiece. Right behind them, Reese Miller with 5. Riley Yarborough has 3. Jalen Brooks, 2. Seth Ford has a couple. 2 points for Larson Featherstone, 2 for Jalen Lee, and 2 for Jack Peterson. As 9 players score in the first half for the Dragons. On the rebound side, Larson Featherstone leads all players in that category. For the Dragons, he has 5 boards, 3 of those on the offensive end. For the Falcons, it was Tony Aldrighetti leading the way with just a couple of rebounds in the first half. 7:20 on the clock as the two teams are still in the halftime locker room. We'll take a break. I'll tell you about our additional broadcast. As again, we are going to be here for another game today, and then we'll eventually be here for 5 games tomorrow, leading up to the championship game, which is scheduled for 5 o'clock right here on this court. Take a break. Back with more after this. This is Real Sports Live.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back here at halftime as the dance team is outperforming here at Los Fresnos to the crowd on hand. We're in the quarterfinals of this 2019 Tournament of Champions. Reminding you that the next game we'll have the Nicky Rowe Warriors taking on Euless Trinity. And then tomorrow we'll tip it off with semifinal action at 10 o'clock for the first game, 11:30 for the second. And then we're scheduled to be here for the Consolation Championship game, followed by the third place game and the championship game, which will be at 5 o'clock in the evening. Meanwhile, we have additional tournament coverage going on. We're up in Hidalgo. Jacob Young and today Bert Ruiz on the camera, bringing you coverage from the Pirate Classic 2019 version. Two teams out taking warm-ups are the Nicky Rowe Warriors and Euless Trinity. 4.5 minutes left here in the halftime break. Falcons of Los Fresnos lead this one by the score of 37-30. I'll tell you about some additional broadcasts coming up next week after this. This is Real Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
We are back here at halftime as the two teams continue to warm up. You see the Nicky Rowe Warriors out there, and the Warriors will have their hands full against last year's champion of this 2018 version, and that was the Euless Trinity, coming out of the Dallas area. So they'll have their hands full as the Warriors will be up against this talented team. Right now we're waiting for the two teams to arrive to start the second half. Additional broadcast, how about Tuesday? We'll be assisting with a broadcast coming to you from Donna, as the Donna Redskins will host the San Perlita Trojans in an autism awareness basketball game. We'll be proud to be a part of that broadcast for you. Next week, we'll have a couple of tournaments we'll be covering as well, as Jacob and his crews will be heading out to PSJA North to cover that tournament. Meanwhile, we will be in La Feria covering boys basketball tournament action. And then next weekend on Sunday, we'll be covering the RGV Coaches Basketball Association All-Star Volleyball games on Sunday. And we'll be right back at it again on Monday for additional broadcasts. Now we see the Dragons are returning. Also, the Falcons are making their way back out. So we are getting set for the second half. Falcons lead by 7. This is Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're PSA Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Go! Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here as we get set for the second half to begin in Los Fresnos at United Middle School at the Dome. Tournament of Champions 2019. It's Falcon basketball. They outscored the Dragons of Round Rock 22-17 in that second quarter to build on what was a 2-point lead to extend it out to double digits at one time and eventually lead by what you currently see as 7. Missed shot on the first trip down by Luis Gonzalez. Dragons on the attack on the other side. No good by Jalen Brooks. One and done. A quick outlet pass, and Martinez attacks right side. Layup won't go. Rebound by Reese Miller. Miller brings it ahead for the Dragons in a frantic pace to start this second half. Outside to Miller. They quickly guard him. He nailed a three-pointer early on, and since then hasn't had any free looks. Turnover by the Dragons as Altamirano gets a steal. Pulls the trigger on a three. Missed that. Long rebound. Luis Gonzalez. Get it out in the corner. Aldrighetti wants a three. Misses that. Offensive rebound. Elian Gonzalez put it in. That time just the spacing alone led to those easy offensive looks for the Los Fresnos Falcons. 9-point game. Brooks catches the ball for the Dragons. Spins it outside in the hands of Seth Ford. Lobs it inside in the paint. Missed shot though by Larson Featherstone. Rebound by the Falcons, and here comes Altamirano. Ricky Altamirano on the dribble. Nice baseline pass to Martinez. To Aldrighetti. Outside it goes to Elian Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it on the floor. Guarded by Jalen Brooks. Left side, Aldrighetti another three. This one won't go. Rebound by Jalen Brooks. Tips it into the hands of Braden Miller. Miller brings it across for the Dragons. Heads up dribbling, right side, layup, that's blocked. Rebound goes to the floor. And Falcons come out of there with it. Here comes Aldrighetti. Ahead it goes to Jerry Martinez. Makes a baseline runner, flips it up off the glass, missed it. Rebound by the Dragons. Braden Miller has it. Sets it up as he brings it across. Couple minutes gone here in this third quarter. Braden Miller, one of the leading scorers in the game thus far. Kicking into Featherstone. Featherstone turns, finds a cutter. Brooks has it blocked, but right there, missing a shot though, is Seth Ford. Here's Altamirano in the front court for the Falcons. Attacks in a 1-on-2, missed it. Rebound taken down by the Dragons. Outlet pass to Brooks. Jalen Brooks brings it across. Elian Gonzalez to guard him into a double team. That's a steal by Altamirano, but out of bounds it goes. Falcons bringing a physical play right now to the Dragons of Round Rock. On the dribble, Miller gets it over to Jalen Brooks. Top of the key, it goes to Seth Ford. Ford finds Reese Miller, takes it off the dribble, floats it on the baseline, rims it out, no good. Rebound, Elian Gonzalez ahead to Luis Gonzalez. One man to beat, that's Miller off the glass, got it to go. Luis Gonzalez. Just 6th point of the game. Lead back up to 11 for the Los Fresnos Falcons. Now a hand check out on top is going to be called on Elian Gonzalez of the Los Fresnos Falcons. See the Harlingen Cardinals making their way back in the gym. They'll be exiting to the gym behind us. There are 2 gyms playing this out today. Ball in the hands of the Dragons as they bring it across. Down by 11. They haven't scored a point yet here in the second half. On the dribble is Peterson between the circles. Spins it right side. Baseline, nothing there for Miller. Has to back it out. Gets it back to Ford. Over it goes to Brooks. Jalen Brooks, guarded by Altamirano. Got a screen high side on a switch. Finds Jack Peterson, who's now running top of the key. Inside to Peterson, now into a double team. Put it on the floor and got tied up. On the possession change, it stays here in the hands of the Dragons, but Peterson that time caught it and put it right on the floor amongst traffic. Dragons inbound the ball on the baseline, outside to Brooks. Brooks makes a move, has it poked away and stolen. Elian Gonzalez has it for the Falcons. Spreads the floor, right side to Altamirano, goes to work, lays it up, got it at goal. Altamirano on the finish. Falcons on a 6-0 run to start the third quarter. Round Rock Dragons with the ball. Outside, extra pass to Brooks in the left corner. Puts it on the floor, top of the key, off the dribble, Miller into traffic, and he got fouled. Now call that on the floor, so a non-shooting foul. And a free throw opportunity for the Round Rock Dragons. We'll check that non-shooting foul, so it's out of bounds on the baseline. And they'll throw it in. Miller sets him in motion, finds Brooks. Brooks wants a 3 and spins it out, no good. That did everything but fall. Rebound Altamirano, outlet pass Luis Gonzalez. Gonzalez on a clear out, they leave him open. He launches a 3, misfires on that. Rebound by Brooks, tapped out of his hands. Elian Gonzalez right there. Got a man in the air, finds Altamirano. Altamirano backs it back outside for the Falcons. Right side to Aldriguetti. Aldriguetti back to Gonzalez. 3:26 left here in the third as Aldriguetti backs it out against Braden Miller. Beats him off the dribble, attacks in the paint, left side, missed it. Rebound by the Dragons, save it back to Brooks. Brooks steps through and he comes across. Attacks inside, off the dribble, puts it in. Jalen Brooks ends the drought for the Dragons to start this second half. Took them nearly 5 minutes to score their first points. Falcons up 11. Aldriguetti looking for that pass in the corner. That's deflected out of bounds. Kind of camped out over there in that left corner. Altamirano trying with a skip pass. Here's a deep 3 by Martinez. He made some of those in the first half. Misses that. Offensive rebound. That's swatted out of there. Gonzalez gets it back to Martinez. Martinez in the corner. Aldriguetti 3. Answer, yes! Extra pass, and Tony Aldriguetti drops it in. 14-point game. Dragon basketball across the timeline. Jalen Brooks between the circles, guarded by Altamirano. Outside to Miller in the corner. Here's a 3 for the Dragons. That's short. Rebound by Elian Gonzalez. Outlet pass to Martinez, picked off by Braden Miller. Miller brings it back for Round Rock. Right down central, lay it up, no good. Offensive rebound, put it up and in though. Jackson Peterson there to help out. 12-point game, Falcons throw it away. Back-to-back turnovers by the Los Fresnos Falcons. 2:07 left here in the third. Altamirano will have a seat on the bench for the Falcons for a couple minutes here to close out the third quarter. Braden Miller spins it to the free throw line. Ball deflected out of bounds. Coming up high was Riley Yarborough on a high post. He had just instinctively hoped Brooks was on his left side for a quick cutting pass. Fortunately, that was tipped out of bounds and not stolen. Dragon basketball on the baseline, or sideline that is. Miller, a quick release on a three, misses on that one. Rebound by the Falcons, outlet pass is picked off. Right side pass. Back outside to Jalen Brooks. Brooks backs away. Stays with a dribble. Gives it to Braden Miller. Miller on the dribble against Aldergetti. Takes him in the paint. Off the right side tip, stolen. Here's Elian Gonzalez. Has Brooks to beat. Goes up with a shot and lays it in. Elian Gonzalez right at Jalen Brooks. 14-point lead for the Falcons. They've outscored the Dragons 11-4 here in the third quarter. Jalen Brooks, clear out three. That's a deep launch, but it's well short. Rebound by Jerry Martinez. For the Los Fresnos Falcons, Martinez ahead to Luis Gonzalez. Gets in the paint in a hurry. Off the glass and in. It actually spun over the front of the rim and in to Luis Gonzalez. Under a minute to go. Brooks has the ball on a clear out for the Dragons. They've been blitzed here in this third quarter by the Falcons. A three in the corner. That's off the mark. Rebound, and here come the Falcons. Quickly down the left-hand side, off the glass and in. Coast to coast, Cameron Rivera. $18-point lead now for the Los Fresnos Falcons. Dragons on the attack. Left baseline, nothing there into a double team. Ball tipped and it goes out of bounds. That's going to be off the Dragons. And what hustle again by Cameron Rivera. Going after that loose ball. Round Rock basketball. Substitutions popped in for that quick whistle on either side. See if the Los Fresnos Falcons go for one shot here to close out the third. They've outscored the Dragons 15-4 here in this third quarter to open up this big lead. Elian Gonzalez finds Jerry Martinez. Back to Gonzalez, 8 seconds on the clock. Off the dribble is Martinez, gets the shot away, that's off the mark, no good. Rebound right inside, put it up and in. Jerry Martinez to close out a big third quarter for the Falcons. They lead by 20. 54-34, quarterfinals continue. The 2019 Tournament of Champions after this.
Watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Right now at D-Tronics, you can add this boom and bass package to your ride for just $20 a week, and D-Tronics will install it for free. Low weekly payments at D-Tronics. D-Tronics for your auto, home, or business.
D-Tronics.
There's a guy in the showroom that says he wants to trade in his ride.
And?
He says he only drives it once a year, but it's got over 127 trillion miles on it.
Oh. Write him up.
Santa traded in his sled at Hacienda Ford, and now instead of reindeer power, he's got horsepower.
Hacienda has it.
Back here, the Big Ed as fans of Los Fresnos out there in the stands. On their home floor, they are up by 20 as they have the ball to start it. By the way, Braden Lee is number 2 out there for the Round Rock Dragons. I took a look at their roster they gave me, and I must have keyed something in wrong. So my apologies there to the Round Rock Dragon fans. On the roster I was speaking at. Falcon basketball. They outscored the Dragons 17-4 in that third quarter. Falcon ball playing catch on the perimeter. 30 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. Nothing's moved beyond that volleyball spike line thus far on this possession to start it off. Luis Gonzalez with a quick catch. Out it goes again. They'll spread the floor. Elian Gonzalez attacks, gets it to Luis Gonzalez, brings it away. Falcons up 20. They trying to punch their ticket into the semifinals in the contest tomorrow, which will be at 10 o'clock in the morning, right back here. Off the dribble is Jerry Martinez. In the corner it goes. Minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Falcons not looking for a shot yet. Now Gonzalez goes in the paint, puts it up and in. Luis Gonzalez said it's just too easy with that look. And in the ball game, he's now got 10 points. Whistle blows. Timeout called by the official. Luis Gonzalez will have to check out. Ball belongs to the Dragons of Round Rock. They'll resume play. Dylan Miller hands it off to Andrew O'Neal. O'Neal scored 6 points all in the first half. Top of the key, it goes to Seth Ford. Forces a pass inside, and a foul called on the Falcons as Cameron Rivera got caught behind Riley Yarborough on that entry pass in the paint. 3 team fouls for the Falcons here in the second half. A lob inside, nice catch. Shot goes up, no good. Point blank, rebound taken down by Andrew O'Neal. Takes it off a jump stop in the paint, misses that one. Another offensive board, put it up and in. Count it, Seth Ford. And Seth Ford that time down just refused to let the Dragons go another trip up and down without putting points on the board. Falcons back with the ball. They milked a minute off the clock their last possession. Ended up getting a layup. Outside on the dribble, handed off to Jerry Martinez. Spaces the floor, now attacks, spins it outside to Elian Gonzalez. Lobs it in the corner, touch pass out to Altamirano. Altamirano got in the paint, dishes off to Martinez, and that's blocked out of bounds. And man on the spot again was Seth Ford. So no quit right now in Seth Ford for this Dragon team. They look for some chemistry. Can they get a couple of stops, a bunch of stops as a matter of fact they need, and then points each time down the trip. Falcons with the ball. Elian Gonzalez backs it away. Attacks now, spins it out. Aldriguetti wants a 3, rims it out, no good. Another rebound for Ford. Seth Ford gets it to Andrew O'Neal. O'Neal in the corner to Jack Peterson. Peterson back to Ford. Overhead pass to Jalen Lee. Top of the key, this is Andrew O'Neal off a jump stop. Has it tipped away and stolen. Elian Gonzalez ahead to Martinez. Right side lays it off the glass. No good, he got fouled. Turned into a 3-on-2 break for the Los Fresnos Falcons, and Jerry Martinez, whose sharp shooting in the first half pretty much extended this game for the Falcons. He scored 8 points out of the gate in the first quarter, hitting 2 of 4 beyond the arc. Hit 2 more 3-pointers in the second quarter. On his way to team high 16 points. Misses on a free throw. Second one coming up is good. Falcons knocked off Edinburgh Vela in a game here yesterday in one of those get a lead and then hang on for dear life. Pass in the paint, nice move made, and a foul called is going to send Jalen Lee to the line. It's a good ball fake by Lee once he caught that pass in the paint. Steps to the line here, 2 shots coming up for Lee. Jalen in the game has been held to just 2 points. 2 free throws, relax on the first. and it's no good. They haven't shot many free throws, but the Dragons are just 2 of 6 from the line. It's a 33% clip. Reese Miller checks back in the game for the Dragons on the floor. Meanwhile, Jalen Lee are ready for another free throw. Misses that, but there's a lane violation, so we'll shoot another. One of the Falcons stepped across. Looked like it was Altamirano down there on the blocks. And another opportunity for Jalen Lee. Lee misses on that. Gets his own rebound, though. In traffic, hangs in the air, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by the Falcons of Los Fresnos. They want to run. Here's Aldrighetti down the left-hand side, attacks, lays it in. Tony Aldrighetti has got 5 points in the game. 3 on the other side, won't go by Andrew Neal. Rebound by Jerry Martinez, and here come the Falcons once again. Martinez on the attack, right side, got in the paint, lost it. It goes out of bounds off of a Dragon last. They'll give it back to the Falcons. They'll look to get it in. Deep pass out on top. Falcons go back to that spread offense. Altamirano hands it off to Martinez, further out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez lobs it inside. Nice catch and a finish by Altamirano. Ricky Altamirano on the catch and shoot in one motion. He's got 13. Dragon basketball. Nice pass inside. Layup in. Jack Peterson on the finish. Peterson now with 6 points. Joins Braden Lee and Andrew O'Neal as the team leaders in scoring. Inside, Falcons hit again. Fresno's doing just about all they want on this one. 3:40 left here in this game. That one rolls in for the Dragons. Falcon basketball with 3:29 to go in the contest. Altamirano backs it back outside. Handles it with the left hand. Falcons built the lead early and just never looked back. Martinez misses a shot. Offensive rebound, though. That putback won't go. Rebound by the Dragons. Get it outside to Seth Ford. Ford races down court, goes coast to coast, lays it in. Seth Ford beat everybody down court. Nobody stopped him in the paint. Timeout. Falcons lead by 21. 3:02 left. They'll call a timeout and just talk about getting beat down court. Back after this.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Back here in Los Fresnos at United Middle School, home of the Los Fresnos Falcons. Falcons up 21 here in this quarterfinal game against Round Rock. They'll get it into traffic, get it back outside as Cameron Rivera finds some help. 2 players now in the game. Roger Capetillo now in the game for the Falcons. Pass is saved, but it's taken away by Reese Miller. Miller finds a cutter. That's Andrew O'Neal. Ball tipped out of his hands. As racing back defensively was Cameron Rivera. Tony Aldrighetti back in the game for the Falcons. Here comes Luis Gonzalez back in as well. Dragon basketball out of bounds. Reese Miller throws it in. Finds Dylan Miller, misses a shot. Offensive rebound, put up and in though. Right there was Jack Peterson. For Peterson, he's got 8 points. Now leads the team in scoring. Falcon basketball, near a steal by Miller. Falcons have it. Elian Gonzalez to Luis Gonzalez. Back outside to Jerry Martinez. Martinez out to Altamirano. Into a double team. Overhead pass to Martinez. Wide open from 15. That won't go. Rebound by the Dragons. Saved into the hands of Dylan Miller. That pass intercepted by Elian Gonzalez. Gonzalez seems to be everywhere defensively. Here's a Martinez three. Misses that one. There's Elian Gonzalez yet again. Backs it back away. Under 2 to go in the game. Altamirano puts it on the floor. Attacks through a double team. Forces the shot. Missed it. Rebound by Peterson. Peterson brings it across. Spins past one defender. Stays with the dribble. Finds Ford trailing the play. Minute 42 to go as Ford backs it out. Ford now on the dribble. Attacks in the paint. Left hand. Got the finish. Seth Ford on the layup. He's now got 8. Falcons throw it ahead. Luis Gonzalez lost the dribble, picks it up, gets it out to Aldergetty. Falcons just paced the way here, taking that 2-point lead at the buzzer of the first quarter, extending that lead to double figures in the second quarter. Pass in the paint, that's blocked out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:07 to go. Euless Trinity takes on Nicky Rowe in our next game. Scheduled to tip off right at 4:30, and we are right on time thus far here in today's action. Minute left here in the game. Falcons playing catch. Elian Gonzalez has it. Overhead pass in the baseline to Aldergetty. Back to Martinez. Now they'll just make the Dragons chase. Altamirano gets it back outside. Luis Gonzalez, big hand of applause by the Los Fresnos Falcons in their efforts here today. There's a steal by the Dragons. Right side runner is short, though, by Trent Swires. Ball in the hands of Altamirano for the Falcons. Goes inside to Martinez. Backs it back away. They'll try to milk the rest of this time off the clock. Dribbling it out is Tony Aldergetty. The Falcons punch their ticket into the semifinals tomorrow morning here at 10 o'clock. We'll wait to see their opponent. That's being determined in the other gym behind us. 4 players in double figures for the Falcons here today. Jerry Martinez leads away with 17. Elian Gonzalez with 14. Ricky Altamirano with 13. And Luis Gonzalez finished with 10 points. That'll do it for this ball game as, again, the Los Fresnos Falcons win this one by the score of 63-46. Our Hacienda Ford, he has a player of the game. Goes to Jerry Martinez at Hacienda Ford. If you're in the market for a new car or a used car, service to your car, Hacienda Ford out of Edinburgh, Texas is your stop. One of our title sponsors, proud to be a part of the community, bringing sports to life here to you fans wherever you may be. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Reminding you the highlight reels will be up later today. And we've got additional coverage. You can always watch the replays anytime here on Real Sports Live. Till next time, Joe Bolden, so long. Hope you enjoyed the game.